Good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you, I hope you are having a good one. I'm Thor, and we are back in Gotham City trying to continue the City of Fear storyline in my Arkham Knight playthrough. This is part 2, so if you missed part 1 somehow and picked this video up first, here's a summary of what happened prior to now. In the last video, Scarecrow did his usual Scarecrow gimmick of just threatening people with fear toxin, except on this occasion he did it to the entire city of Gotham, which, is basically a regular Gotham City Tuesday. We found Poison Ivy after she didn't help him, and with surprisingly little resistance, we were able to apprehend her and detain her at the Gotham City Police Department. After that, the military forces and some tanks showed up, which Batman then managed to 100% non-lethally blow up because, Batman. After we managed to get all of that done, Bruce Wayne decided to throw himself a Bat-themed Pretty Woman montage, after which we ended up with a brand new Batsuit. In the end, we concluded the last video with Oracle helping us to find out that Scarecrow is at Ace Chemicals, and now we are on our way there. Welcome to Ace Chemical. No killer clown creating accidents since 1992. Well, maybe. Retcons don't count.
Any word from inside?
Nothing. We think there's a skeleton crew left in there, but they're not responding and the facility's locked down.
If they're still alive, I'll find them. They should be able to tell us what Scarecrow's up to.
What the hell? Friend of yours?
Stay here, and I'll go find out.
Finally, we get the antagonist this game is named after. And let it be known, this whole conflict could have ended right here. And absolute victory could have been achieved with removing Batman and setting off the fear toxin, but no. Scarecrow was too committed to his gimmick. Damn it, Scarecrow. Always self-sabotaging and afraid of success.
Oracle. Whoever this guy is, he's assembled an army. I need a name.
All right. We've got something here from a black ops team operating in Venezuela. They discovered a hidden training facility housing soldiers bearing the same insignia. There's nothing but speculation on their commander, though. The only thing sources agree on is his name. The Arkham Knight.
The Arkham Knight? Hack into their comms. I need to know what they're planning.
Anything else?
There's a crew of Ace Chemicals workers left on site. They'll be able to help us track down Scarecrow and locate his bomb. I need to find them.
Each worker will be carrying a unique ID chip.
If I can access their personnel records, I'll be able to track them.
There's a security terminal in a booth near your location. Try there.
There are 5 soldiers, each one armed and dangerous. Before I can access that terminal, I'll need to take them down.
Seriously, Scarecrow just overrides the system. He's just like, no, don't kill Batman. Instead, let's continue a bunch of Roadrunner Coyote nonsense. Or maybe the Arkham Knight and Scarecrow are more like Pinky in the Brain. I like that one a little bit more, actually. It is my intention to eventually have all the Arkham games recorded. So eventually I'll have the full complete story from start to finish. And on that note, if you happen to have stumbled onto this video and you're watching it, you might be asking yourself, probably not, but maybe you will be asking yourself, wait, why don't you just start from the beginning and then record that one and the next one and the next one until we're eventually here? So that I would say, that's probably a great point. I have no idea why I didn't do that. So I'm going to make up a reason on the spot. mechanically, Arkham Knight is a lot different than Arkham Asylum, the first one in the series, and I'm more familiar with it. So it made sense to me to go backwards, starting with the one I was most familiar with, and then go back to Arkham City, where it's the same game in a lot of ways, just with a few less mechanics, and then a few less mechanics with the one before that, and so on, until we're eventually back at the beginning. That's not an honest answer, but I'm going to say that's the reason.
How far are we talking? 3, 4 miles? More like 3 or 4.
It's safe to access the terminal.
Let's see if Oracle was right.
Data connection active. Data decrypting. Someone needs to upgrade their security protocols.
Oracle, I've got the ID codes. If I reach a high vantage point, I can use the bat scanner to locate the workers.
Okay, I've marked the tallest structure in the area on your map. Try not to fall.
Oh, in the last video, I said something in one of the battles to the effect of, don't get used to me having perfect free flow combos because I'm not that good at fighting. And then I went the rest of the video not getting hit a single time. So I guess I should explain. I haven't played the game in a little while. I played a lot, but I haven't played it in a while, so I assumed that I'd be really rusty and not doing so good. But yeah, it turns out I remember more than I thought I did, and it went pretty well. That streak will be coming to an end in this video, because I, spoiler alert, do eventually get hit, but hey, it's been a hell of a run.
This is perfect. I can release the bat scanner and search for the workers.
I've managed to intercept some radio traffic between Scarecrow and this Arkham Knight. Relaying it to you now.
I had him in my sights. I could have ended it right there.
We have not broken him yet. It will come.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Why do you hate him so much?
You can never understand.
Your revenge is at hand. This is his last night.
I'll make sure of it.
Any idea who the Arkham Knight is? Sounds like the two of you might have some history.
I've made a lot of enemies.
Something that's really been on my mind while playing this game is that John Noble, the voice actor for Scarecrow, is absolutely killing it in this role. Like, he sounds fantastic as this character. I know there's been plenty of voice actors who have lent their voice to the character of Scarecrow in television and video games. One of my other favorites happens to be in Injustice 2 when we get Robert Englund, you know, Freddy Krueger himself, voicing Scarecrow, and I thought that was just like a dream casting. And he does really well there, I really like it. But I have to admit, I think John Noble does a better job here and does an amazing job as Scarecrow.
Oracle, they've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to stop them. Listen, I've managed to hack into the militia comms network. You'll be able to listen in on any channel-wide broadcast from now on.
Thanks, Oracle. I found a way to get the Batmobile into the compound. They'll pay for this. All of them. Gates open. Time to bring in the car.
Hey, gates open, get ready. We got $1 billion tank headed straight for you.
We've deployed a diamond back to the main courtyard, sir. We'll crush him.
Gotta love their optimism. Your 60mm cannon will penetrate these heavily armored units, but it'll take a few direct hits to destroy them.
And there it is. The first hit of the game came in a tank battle. That's a bummer. I knew I wasn't going to have like a damageless run, because that just sounds like a nightmare to try and attempt, but I don't know, I was expecting something to be a little bit more challenging to cause me to lose that streak. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
You'll be listening. You are listening, aren't you, Batman? Then listen to this. To all embedded units in Gotham, Operation Savior has begun. Each one of you has a role. Each of you knows your role. So move out of this damn city and lock it down. I want our hands wrapped tight around Gotham's throat within the hour.
No. What the hell? Wall's coming down. Target vehicle sighted.
Can I get...
They're in! Go, go, go! Spread out!
Keep your guns trained on him. If he even looks like he's planning to leave that room, open fire. Oh, and avoid the bat symbol. It's a little trick. It's where his armor's the strongest. Aim for the weak spots at the shoulders first, then coordinate fire at the points where the plates meet.
Please!
You say something?
Leave him out of this.
Always defending the weak and the helpless. That's what I like about you. Predictable. And that's why we're gonna win. We know your move before you do. We know how you think!
Do you know what I'm thinking right now?
Of course. You're thinking, who the hell is this guy?
No. I'm just trying to decide which one of you I'm going to take out first.
And just so we're both on the same page here, I fully intend to kill you. But first, we're gonna make you suffer.
I really like Marky Mark here. He did not let work or a hostage situation stop him from trying to enjoy some French toast, which sounds amazing right now.
The one giving the orders. He talked like he knew you.
You're safe now.
You don't know the half of it, Batman. Scarecrow, he was...
Stay calm and tell me what you know.
They've been running the plant for hours. They brought in trucks, weapons, soldiers, shipments of hazardous materials. They knew exactly what they were doing.
He's producing his toxin on a massive scale.
It's bad. Real bad. We're talking about a gas cloud that could cover the entire eastern seaboard.
Where do I find Scarecrow?
I got no idea. All I know is he's moving ahead with his plan. And he's got a whole freaking army backing him up. We're screwed, Batman.
I'll stop him. But first I'm getting you out of here. Wait by the Batmobile.
Have you found Scarecrow?
Not yet. It's worse than I thought.
How much worse can it be?
He's building a bomb big enough to cover the entire East Coast in fear toxin. Take your men and get out of here. Head to GCPD and lock it down. Keep everyone inside.
I'll get my men off the streets, but I'm going nowhere. You bring anyone you find to me.
Jim, it's too dangerous.
You'll stop him. I know you will.
I think we all need to follow Mark's example, and Bruce specifically needs to have Alfred make him some bat-shaped French toast whenever he gets back to Wayne Manor. Everybody have a French toast break.
Hold tight. I'll get you to Commissioner Gordon.
Master Bruce, there are militia tanks all over the city. Gotham is overrun.
If I don't stop Scarecrow's bomb, there'll be no city to save.
It's at this point that I think most people realize the Batmobile is going to get overdone in this game. At least this is where I started thinking that, as the rotating Batmobile commercial has played multiple times at this point, and it's just eating up time. Oh shit! Oh, defying gravity. Well, that happened. You know, it's really nice that they all came together to take a nap like this. I'll try not to bother them.
Aerial units see them with a payload primed and ready to drop. Their army won't be getting anywhere near this city. All remaining units, final evacuation is...
Rattler forces engaged in the loading bay. 2 Diamondbacks in support.
I'm watching.
Sir, the tanks can barely touch Alpha Target's vehicle. Offensive capability way beyond expectation.
He's been busy.
Good. He destroyed the tank!
Hey, don't worry. We've got more. Yeah, but not here. Not right this second.
I always try to find the medics first if I can. That way I'm not having to incapacitate people multiple times in these fights and they don't get drug out longer than they have to. Right now there's only a few of them, but as you know, the size of the groups of people that you're fighting gets bigger, it certainly becomes a little bit more of an obstacle.
That's 2 dead workers now. I should have stopped this.
Batman, look. I've been talking with Robin. I really think you should consider letting him help you. You're up against an entire army.
She's right. We're a team. This city needs both of us.
I can handle it, Robin. I've told you what you have to do. Now do it.
This can wait.
No, it can't. You know what's at stake. I need you to stay focused, or things will get worse. Much worse.
You shouldn't be so hard on Tim. He only wants to help.
Don't let your feelings for him cloud your judgment.
You think I want him out there in harm's way? I'd rather he stay out of it. But he could help you.
If Robin can't save those people, the fallout will be every bit as dangerous as Scarecrow's bomb. That's 3 dead now. These animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them. We always do, right?
I am just saying that all of these Ace Chemical employees would probably all still be alive if this was Aquaman instead of Batman. I mean, Ace Chemicals is right by the ocean. Aquaman could just rode on into here with his seahorses or some crabs or some whales, whatever, and he would have saved the day, no problem.
Founders Island is under our control. Watchtowers and checkpoints are fully operational. I want attack units on Miagani now. Give me a drone patrolling every damn back alley.
I see a multiverse scenario playing out right here. Imagine, suddenly, the Batmobile winch just gives out, and then the cables that are supporting the elevator take out Batman and drag him down below into the elevator shaft. Then our friends, Pinky and the Brains, Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight themselves, continue their crazy scheme until they realize both their moms are named Martha. Then they decided to go their separate ways. Scarecrow went on to make the most successful series of Halloween haunted houses in America. In the Arkham Knight, well, he realized he had a love for cooking, and he especially enjoyed tacos. So he opened up his own food truck in Metropolis, where he is now known as the Taco Knight.
It's okay. You're safe.
You're too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
I heard him saying he was in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release his toxin.
I've seen what that stuff does to people. If that gas gets out there, it's gonna be chaos.
I won't let that happen. I'm getting you out of here. Get to the elevator. Jim, I've rescued the second worker. I'm coming to you.
What about Scarecrow?
He's in the central mixing chamber. As soon as the technicians are safe, I'm going after him.
Is it as bad as it sounds?
Worse, Jim. But I'll stop him. You have my word. Alfred.
I saw, sir. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
Weapons lock deactivated.
Come on then, hero! Let's see if you can keep up with me! That's just the first of many. So, you still not lost your touch? Good. It's gonna make this so much more interesting. Shooting! I wish I could be in there, but then, you know, you just pulled back.
I don't know what it is exactly, but it has always bothered me that the helicopter boss fight ends when there's still a little bit of health bar left for that boss. Like, hey, we're not done yet. I'm gonna need you to get back in the air so we can finish this. I can wait. I am playing this game for like the 8th time already, so you know I have nothing better to do.
Central mixing chamber. I need a way in, and I need it now.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
Find it, Barbara.
Patience is a virtue. You've heard that, right? Guess not.
And in case you didn't enjoy it the first couple of times, here is another rotating Batmobile shot.
These two were lucky. Scarecrow's forces have murdered the other workers.
Bastards.
Take them back to GCPD, but be careful, Jim. There's militia all over Gotham.
What do you go?
Oracle, I need that route to Scarecrow. We're running out of time.
You're not gonna like this. There's only one entrance, and it's been sealed from the inside.
What about the service tunnel?
It runs behind the main wall of the facility. I've sent you the location. What are you going to do?
Improvise.
I just love the commitment these guys have. Still sleeping on the job, and together.
Is the strike team ready? I'm with them now. The asset is a crucial element of my plan. Do not disappoint me. Oh, I never disappoint.
What do you think they're planning?
First, we need to focus on stopping Scarecrow. Then I'll deal with the Knight.
I would like to pretend that all the moving around of that ramp in the background was just so you could hear the dialogue and to allow them to finish talking before I continued. But the reality was I was having an oddly hard time getting that thing lined up the way I wanted to. So yeah, I probably look like a kid who did not win very many stuffed animals from the claw machine as a child. Damn, out of range.
Control.
Okay, well, I've had mixed results with this. I don't know why, but sometimes when the Batmobile hits the ramp there, Batman will just automatically appear in the driver's seat again without it ever stopping. I was hoping that would happen here, but no such luck.
I'll never get past those tanks without the car.
Batman, I think I found a weakness in those drone tanks. I'll investigate and report back soon.
Hear that? I think he took out our tanks. Are you sure? Maybe our tanks took out
The
his...
soldiers are covered by that sentry gun. I'll have to take them out quickly to avoid detection.
Then why are they saying tank? I don't know. I hear it's a big car. So what now? Just follow protocols. Don't let him scare you. But he's driving a tank. A car that looks like a tank.
Batman, we made it back to the precinct. God knows how. There are tanks everywhere. The bastards must have been planning this for weeks.
Dig in and do what you can, Jim. I'll deal with them as soon as I've stopped the explosion.
We're all counting on you, Batman. We'll get through this. I know we will.
In the background, look at all the dust and webs on those chem suits. I mean, this place is filthy. I'm beginning to question the quality of this chemical plant. I believe the villains of Gotham need to demand improvements or a better new plant to hatch their chemical warfare schemes. They deserve better than this. Standard, man.
Right now, our client is preparing to engulf the city in a cloud of fear gas. Do not forget your training. Gas masks, useless. Respirators, useless. Only two things can keep you safe, men. Getting underground or as high as you can above it. Exposure to toxin causes some...
At times like this, I just want to remind everyone to remember, Batman does not kill. However, life-changing nerve damage, severe skull fractures, and neurological trauma, all of that is fair game.
I promise this is going to hurt. Start this, Batman.
I've just run a simulation based on the mixing chamber capacity. He's not bluffing, Bruce. I guess now we know why he evacuated the city.
He needed control of the plant. Only Ace Chemicals has the facilities to build a bomb of this size.
The fallout will be huge.
We played right into his hands. He didn't care if everyone ran.
He knew that no one would be able to escape the blast radius.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
You've done good work for that people.
Gentlemen, tonight is the night that Gotham changes forever. The night it becomes a wasteland of nightmares, a forsaken symbol of Batman's failure, a monument to fear. But more than that, we're about to turn Gotham into the epicenter of a blast that will transform the entire eastern coast of America into mine.
I need to stop the chemicals being loaded into the mixing chamber. Once I clear the room, I can focus on stopping the explosion.
Oh, you're too late, Batman. The place is gonna blow. Yeah, get the hell out of here while you still can, Bat. Tube loaded.
Emergency. Blast radius is at 23 miles and driving.
Where's the Knight? We need backup. He's running the occupation. Just keep moving. Need I remind you that we are on a tight schedule here? Gotham is going to pay for what its savior did to me.
You see right there, it's comments like that that just get to me. You know, Scarecrow constantly frames it like Batman was the one that mutilated him, but I'm pretty sure I remember that being Killer Croc. I can't help but think and wonder why Killer Croc is not a bigger part of this revenge plot. Seems like Scarecrow should be pumping him full of fear toxin or something, but nah, Batman's close enough. What a crock.
It appears that the flow of chemicals has stopped, which can only mean that you are here, Batman. I've been looking forward to seeing you again.
Do you really think you've won? Fear makes you predictable. I am in complete control.
How do I shut it down?
Let me go, or she dies.
What are you talking about?
Barbara Gordon.
Have you found him?
Get out of there! Now!
Relax. No one knows I'm here.
Nothing hurts like losing one of the family. Knowing that there is no one to blame but
Alfred.
I heard what that maniac said to you, sir. I've been trying to contact Miss Gordon, unfortunately with no success.
Keep trying.
Preparing neutralizing agent.
What are you doing? It's too late. You can't stop it.
I know. I'm not trying to stop it, but I can reduce the blast radius.
And what will happen to you?
That doesn't matter. Find her, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed.
These canisters are highly volatile. I'm going to have to move slowly. Be very careful.
Sir, I urge you to reconsider. Evacuate now. If you're caught in that blast, you will die.
There's no other way, Alfred.
There's always a way, sir. Please.
While we're just loading up the canisters like this, I suppose now is as good a time as any to comment on the new Scarecrow design. I really like the changes that they made between Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight. He's only in the two games, and I really like his look in both of them, but this one is definitely my favorite between the two. And the way they base the changes on the wounds from his encounter with Killer Croc in the first game, especially in his face, that was just a really great touch, and it makes a lot of sense for him incorporating it into his attire and making it look more like his Scarecrow mask.
It's my fault they took her.
She was aware of the risks, Master Bruce. She'll be as angry as you are that she's allowed this to happen.
Overall, it just makes sense, and it works for our buddy Jonathan Crane.
Sir, listen to me. Don't you see? This is what he wants. Without you, Gotham will be at his mercy. You cannot let him win.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius reduced by 50%.
I'm monitoring that facility. You're out of time. I'm begging you, leave now.
It's what you taught me. Do the right thing. That's all that matters.
Master Bruce, I implore you. You must get out of there. If this is about Miss Gordon, you cannot blame yourself for what's happened. Save yourself before it's too late.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Neutralizing agent deployed. Blast radius increased by 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Miss me?
Plot twist. I can't blame Rocksteady for not being able to keep themselves from putting the Joker in another one of their games. I mean, if you get the chance to bring in the legend himself, Mark Hamill, you do it, damn it. Now that we have that sudden reveal out of the way, we're going to take a quick break from the Batman Arkham Knight video game. Now, we're just going to take a moment to play the Jim Gordon experience, where Jim will be walking around the movie studio. He comes equipped with lethal weapon-esque lines like, "I'm too old for this shit."
Great. How the hell am I supposed to get in?
Voice pattern analyzed. Identification confirmed. Welcome, Commissioner Gordon.
Unbelievable.
There is a nice nod in the poster here for our guy, Basile Carlo. You know, Clayface. Probably not a bad idea to remind you he was in the last game and get you thinking about Arkham City, especially right before they start referencing the plot of Arkham City a lot.
What the hell is this place?
And time for a familiar face from the diner scene. Well, maybe familiar.
Commissioner, thank God. You have to get me out of here. They've locked me up, running tests like I'm some kind of Guinea pig! There's nothing wrong with me!
Miss me already, Bats? Oh, it's you, Commissioner Boredom. What have you done with my soulmate? If you try to come between us, I'll carve you a smile so wide, your head falls off.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. You are the police commissioner. Your face was on that billboard they replaced with mine. What are you waiting for, old-timer? Johnny C doesn't do requests.
What do you want, pig? Coming in here eyeballing me. You think you can police me? Nobody polices the Goliath.
If you're confused about who these guys are, don't worry, it explains it, and I will too.
Batman.
I'm glad you came, Jim. You need to see this.
What is this place? Who are these people?
Before it killed him, Joker sent his infected blood out to all the hospitals in the state.
I know, we tracked it all down.
We missed some.
How?
Hospital errors. Transfusions that went unrecorded. 5 people were affected. Untreated, the blood's gestated too long. It's altering them. They're becoming...
Joker. My God.
It's a form of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, but mutated beyond anything on medical record.
What about that one? He doesn't look like the others.
Henry Adams. He's been infected the longest, but he's symptomless. Immune to Joker's blood. I've got Robin running tests to find out why. One thing's for certain. Henry's the key to all this.
I've cooperated. I've done everything you asked. You said it would only take a few days.
You can't hold him here against his will.
We're close, Jim. We can't let him go until we save the others.
Wait. You said 5. I only count 4. There's one missing.
He'll be here soon.
Can you hear me, Bruce? Oh, don't act all surprised, Bats. You knew this was going to happen sooner or later. Me stuck deep inside you. Together, we're going to give the city what it deserves. A new Batman. A better Batman. A darker, more... Well, we can come back to this later. First, we need to agree on some priorities. Sure, you've saved the city by reducing the blast, but Ace Chemicals is still about to explode. You need to stop looking out for yourself. After all, you're rooting for 2 now. Oh, Bats, I've missed you. All the subtlety and nuance of a napalm enemy.
Warning, explosion imminent.
Tearing itself apart. I need to leave. Alfred.
Oh, thank God. When the explosion... I thought you might be...
It's okay, Alfred. I managed to reduce the blast radius and prevented the toxin from spreading into the city.
But what about Scarecrow? Or this Arkham Knight character? They've got tanks, missiles. Their forces are all over Gotham.
Crane got away. I was exposed to his toxin.
Good Lord, are you all right? Remember what happened at the asylum?
It's okay. I had a bad reaction. But it's over now.
I've really got to hand it to Scarecrow. I've never been a fan of his concoctions up till now, but this batch, it's intoxicating. It really brings out the me in you.
Sir, did you hear what I said? Commissioner Gordon has been trying to contact you.
Thanks, Alfred. Jim.
You got out. See, I said you wouldn't let me down.
I need to speak to you.
Sure. What is it?
Meet me outside GCPD prisoner detention. I'm heading there now. Alfred, analyze the militia forces, troop deployments, equipment, movements. I want to know exactly what I'm up against.
I'll perform a full analysis of the occupying forces and report back shortly.
There are only a series of tank battles left before the end of this video on Bleak Island, so I'll take a moment to clear up the sudden Joker part of the plot that just popped up. Since I'm starting at the very end with Arkham Knight, and if you didn't play Arkham City before it, you might not know exactly what's going on with the Joker virus. In Arkham City, the Joker was dying. He had used a substance called Titan, which is kind of like the venom that Bane uses, and it just makes the user monstrously large and destructive. What Joker didn't realize whenever using the drug was that it would lead him to having a terminal illness. Being on his last legs, Joker and Harley came up with a plot, and they managed to infect Batman with the same illness with Joker's blood, and then they manipulated Batman to find a cure for him and Joker. For added motivation, Joker managed to ship samples of his blood to hospitals so that he'd have more leverage. In the end, Batman did find a cure and ended up using it on himself, but when it came time for Joker, Joker inadvertently broke the vial for his cure, thinking that Batman wasn't going to give it to him. With the cure wasted, Joker dies right before the eyes of the player, and essentially that ends Arkham City. Now here in Arkham Knight, we find out that the cure may have kept the illness from killing Bruce, but the blood had other unexpected outcomes. Some people at hospitals got the Joker blood too, and seeing them here, we know that they're starting to turn into Joker. Or at least they're suffering from the same mental state that Joker had. This leads to Bruce putting a lot of resources and Robin into figuring out how to stop the Joker mentality outcome, since Bruce was also infected with Joker's blood. And that means that Batman could potentially become the next Joker. Now, having said that out loud, that sounds a lot like the Batman Who Laughed storyline that was introduced in DC Metal. So I can't help but wonder, since this came out a few years beforehand, if somehow Arkham Knight may have actually inspired the idea for the Batman Who Laughs, which is kind of awesome to think about. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked and getting off topic. With the explanation of the Joker virus out of the way, we can move forward without any confusion, hopefully, in future videos. Speaking of future videos, this one is already faded to black, so I'll go ahead and get the conclusion going here. Up next in the following video, whenever it gets released, we'll be heading into GCPD to talk to Commissioner Gordon and go on to see what became of the former Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. That is all I have, so to anyone who's watching, take care, thank you for watching, and you'll be hearing from me in part 3. Oh, and for anyone who stuck around this long, here is a little something just for you. Phew. What a disaster this turned into. Crazy to think about all those chemicals that are just getting dispersed into the air right now. I wonder how far that stuff can spread. I probably should not be standing this close. I'm worrying too much. Airicide? I wonder what all those chemicals are doing in the water. The local ecosystems must be losing it right now. Maybe we'll even get some of those three-eyed fish from The Simpsons after this. Aquaman's gonna be so pissed. Batman, how would you let this happen? Do you understand the lasting impact this will have on oceanic life? This is completely irresponsible this, and unacceptable that. Like Aquaman of all people could do better. No one's crying to him for help. Let's see. Can I see anything in the water from here? I wonder what would happen if someone were in the water. Oh, Aquaman, help! Okay, Mr. Wayne, are you ready for the interview to begin? Yes, let's get on with it. Okay, we are live. Hello, viewers. We are here today to discuss the aftermath of the Ace Chemicals disaster that has shaken Gotham City. We are airing from one of the many farms near Gotham whose crops have struggled since the chemicals have been polluting the area. Despite those early struggles, though, indications show that the farms will recover with the opportunity to be more successful than ever. Joining us today is Bruce Wayne, another recent victim of the chemical exposure, with hopes of bouncing back. Brute, can you tell us a little bit about what happened to you? Well, I, like many, was curious about what happened and went to go look, and I was exposed. And is it true that you were exposed by swimming in the water? No, not swimming. I fell in. I see. And many have commented that it seems like a remarkably dumb idea to have been clearly within the fallout range of a chemical explosion. Would you like to comment on how dumb that was? No, I would not. Well, we do have some comforting news for you, Mr. Wayne. We have received word that Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight have sworn off crime entirely, a decision that was motivated by the fact that both their moms were named Martha. Isn't that great? It actually sounds like a pretty stupid way to resolve such a major problem. Oh, don't be a downer. How about the news that Arkham Knight has announced a name change? He's now going to be going by the Taco Knight. Sounds delicious, right? Is everyone seriously just going to ignore that they literally are domestic terrorists and the reason I look like this? Now, there's no reason for name calling. Can we just change the topic, please? Of course. Since that Halloween, Gotham citizens have been surprised by the fact that Batman is nowhere to be seen. With Robin sightings increasing, many believe Batman may have been replaced. How do you feel Robin is doing in his place? Um, yeah, I think Robin is doing great. Uh, uh, I couldn't make that sound believable, not even slightly. Can we just reshoot that part? Um, we're still live, Mr. Wayne. Shit. We now bring you an advertisement from the Taco Night.